If you think that your problem is your aim, sensitivity, or crosshair, you are almost completely wrong. Let me explain. Pro Valorant players aren't just good because of natural talent or skill, but rather learning how to consistently make the right decisions under pressure. Make sure to stick to the end because I'm going to give you guys several tips to improve your game sense so that by the end of the video, you'll be able to win more of your gunfights consistently and clutch tough situations for your team. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first tip is to stop playing on autopilot. You will see this a lot in lower ranks, and what you typically see is people get into fights, but they never stop to truly think about what's happening around them. People get a kill, move up, get another kill, move up even more, but they forgot to plant the spike, or end up dying because they forgot to check an angle. Sometimes, I get it, tunnel vision's a real thing, but if we want to be ranking up, we gotta stop doing that. So to improve this, just pause to think, that's literally all you have to do. The second tip to improving your game sense is to get inside your opponent's head. And to put it simply, it's literally just thinking about what your opponent's going to do next or what you would do if you were them. Once you understand this, you can use this to develop counterplay. So if you know that if you're an opponent, you would flank, it'll be wise to hold a flank. Also, if your opponents have flashes, you'd know they want to use them. So instead of just sitting there holding an angle if they have a Phoenix or a Sky, keep that in mind and knowing that they'd be ready to use that flash on you. So just be prepared to flick your camera away so you can fight back. Moving on, tip number 3, and this is using timing to your advantage. But listen up! This is one of the more useful tips. I'm gonna need you to really lock in because this is actually gonna help you. So here's a visual demonstration. This is a recent VCT match between NRG and Furia. But essentially what happens is Jet's holding an angle, and KO flashes. Jet was expecting it, so now what usually happens is that a team comes in and they start using their utility to check who's on the site. Because in that small window of time where the flash was active, no one's going to be peeking out. So Jet, knowing that they avoided the flash, they use that time to re-peek. And in that time, they catch everyone with their utility out, securing some free kills. But what I'm trying to say is that if you can find small windows where people are going to be moving or not have their gun out or not pay attention, and you can really use those to actually catch people unaware, that's going to get you a lot more wins. Tip number 4, adapt in real time to changes. And put simply, it means you don't have to muscle your way through everything. If 4 people are on a site holding the same angle, don't push out. If someone's in a corner holding a Bucky, do something to avoid it. Don't just face them head on in close quarters. And on the flip side, if you're holding angles but people keep beating you on those specific angles, they start to expect it, so begin to change things up. The essence of adapting is being unpredictable, so never doing the same mistake over and over again, and actually switching things up when they don't work. Doing this alone will improve your game sense tremendously. And for our final tip, tip number 5, that's create unfair situations. This looks like 2 people holding the same angles, swinging 1 person with 3 people, holding short range areas with a Bucky, with a Judge, holding long range with an operator, just doing stuff that makes it hard for your opponents to fight back. Or, if it's on the flip side, doing stuff to even the odds. So this means if you're trying to re-entry and you're trying to clutch up, maybe it's a 1v3, 2v3, whatever, you want to make sure you isolate your gunfights. So make it so that you can only see the one person you're shooting at and you can't be shot from a different angle. Or just hold weird off angles, hold spamming them. Just do whatever unfair advantage you have and abuse that. But now, I'll add in a bonus tip, because I was speaking with a diamond friend a while ago about what I could do to improve my game sense. And what he said might actually surprise you. He said that what he did to help his gameplay that took him from bronze 2 to plat 1 in 2 weeks was that he actually watched VCT, not just to enjoy the streams, but to study how the players play. If you really want to get better, study how these pro players play and see what they do and why it works. And if you can apply that to a game, it's going to help your game sense. So that's all. Drop me a like and sub if this was useful, and I'll catch you in my next video.